All right. So I have this Tom Petty song going through my head, and this is probably aging me, but here we are. So it's not the whole song. I don't even remember what the whole song is about, but it's the bridge from the song about waiting is the hardest part. And I won't sing it for you because you'd all hate me forever. But it's the bridge of the song is about waiting is the hardest part. And it is going through my head and making me absolutely crazy, right? Because it is so true right now. It is so true that waiting is the absolute hardest part. It's the hardest part of growing your business. So what is going on with that? What is that all about? Why is patience so difficult? And how is your challenge with patience affecting your business? And I think there's a few things here. I think it comes to play in a few different ways. First and foremost, humans are not great at delayed satisfaction or delayed gratification. We're just not. Humans are not good at delayed gratification. Back in, I think it was 1970, it might have been late 60s, early 70s, there was this famous research test. They called it the marshmallow test. And it was with little kids. They were like, I don't know, kindergarten age kids. And they did this thing where they offered the kids a marshmallow. And they said you could have one marshmallow now, or if you waited, you could have two marshmallows later. And I think it was all proven to be not good science or whatever. But if you've ever been around a little kid, you know the result of this. Hell, if you've ever been around me, you know the result of this. We take what we can get now rather than waiting for a little bit more later. It's a very human pattern to take what you know you can have now over the chance of what you could possibly get later. And I think humans in general we're not great at delayed gratification. My financial planning is so hard for so many people. And now to make that worse, our society and everything that's available to us has made that 10 times worse. And you can argue that it's made our lives better and easier, and I'll absolutely agree to that. But it has made patience and waiting so much harder. We used to call it the microwave society. I call it Amazon Prime society now. Streaming, the fact that you literally have everything you could possibly need to know in the palm of your hand at any given time. There's no waiting for anything. There's no waiting for anything. And we've made that normal. We've completely normalized the expectation of immediate gratification, especially in this country, right? We're very used to getting whatever we want practically as soon as we wanted it or as soon as we felt that we needed it. So now you have humans that were not good at delayed gratification to begin with. And now on top of it, we've lived for decades just getting what we want faster and faster. And here's one of the problems that's not so great. It's about entitlement. I think there is a lot of impatience that is tied very much to entitlement. The first two things I talked about is natural, but this one is a little rough, right? Where are you being impatient with the results that you're expecting, right? Where are you being impatient where you've like, I've done the work, I'm meditating every day, I did the scary thing, so where's the money? And there's an impatience around, I did the thing, so where's the money? I did the thing, so where's the results? And there's a level of entitlement there where if we feel we're putting in an effort, we might be like, okay, I acknowledge there's effort to put in. I've acknowledged that there's changes to be made. But as soon as we make the changes, as soon as we put in the effort, or as soon as we feel we've attempted to make the change or put in the effort, where's the results? Where's the results? Where's the results? Truthfully, that's entitlement. That's entitlement. Why do you feel that as soon as you make a change, as soon as you put the effort in, or that you feel you're doing, where's the results? So there's a level of entitlement that gets tied in with our inability to wait. And finally, and I think this is a big one for entrepreneurs, truthfully, I know it's a big one for me, we are action takers. We are out here creating our own world. We're creating our own business. And most of us are truthfully struggling because we're taking too much action. We're doing too much work. And so to tell us that we need to stop and wait and let things bake and let seeds grow, it's just not in our nature. It's not in our nature to sit back and wait. And I have this problem going on with the pollinator garden that I'm installing in our front yard. It is taking everything in me to not overplant it right now instead of letting it germinate and fill itself in. Last year, it was like a desert. And last year, the effort was about fixing and working on the soil and getting a space that at least could grow something. And this year, having done that, I put all bunches of flowers and perennials and things in it. And it looks okay. It's not how I want it though. And it's not going to be how I want it this year. And it's taking everything I have to not overplant it. And it's not that I want an outcome without the responsibility for creating it, because I'm willing to put in the work. And it's a pattern, though. It's a pattern for me. I have a proven track record. See if this sounds like you, that if I want something, I have to go create it. And it takes action to create it. And waiting is absolutely counterintuitive to so many entrepreneurs I know. But what am I trying to create? What is not being able to wait? What is overworking? What is overplanting doing to what I'm trying to create, doing to what you're trying to create? Do you find yourself jumping from thing to see what'll work without actually giving anything a chance to work? Do you want to make big shifts in what you're doing or how you're doing it, but you keep falling back into old patterns because of the challenge of waiting, because of the challenge of patience and waiting? This is where faith comes in. This is where belief in yourself comes in. This is where patience comes in. And the flowers in the garden won't grow if I keep digging them out to look at how they're doing and to check if they're growing and rooting into more plants. I'm just going to kill them that way, right? And it's absolutely wasted energy. It's wasted energy to overplant that garden. It's wasted energy to do 10 times more work thinking that it'll get me the results I want. Because it might look good for the minute, but it'll kill itself in the long run. It's going to turn into a hot mess that is going to require even more work to fix. And my business and your business can be the exact same way. And I think the hardest part is the faith and the belief and the patience in the waiting game. Because when it comes to your business, you don't know how long you need to wait. You don't know how long you need to wait. I know that next year the garden will look better than it looks this year. And it sounds like a year might be a long time to wait, but I know it's going to happen. And knowing that'll happen helps me wait. But I don't know that about my business. I don't know that about the pivots that I'm making. I don't know that about the big leaps that I'm working on. Hence the need for the belief and the need for the faith. I don't know how long it will take for the business seeds I'm planting to really reach their potential. Because the hard part isn't taking action. I can take more action than most people think is possible. For me, the challenge is waiting. For me, the challenge is staying the course and trusting that I've made good decisions and I've taken at least some of the right action. And I'm not saying, by the way, I am not saying that you should come to a complete halt and stop taking any action while you're waiting. It's really about a heightened sense of awareness of why are you doing what you're doing, about making sure you're not overworking or undoing what you've done in the name of action. And I've always said that the mindset work is the hardest part of being an entrepreneur. The mindset work is so hard because unlike the other pieces of your business, there is no way to pay someone to do this for you. There is no way to hire this out. You can't outsource it. And I know for me, the waiting to see what will come from the actions that I'm taking is absolutely the hardest part. And the trick and the goal is not undoing all of your work because you're addicted to the pattern of the action and not yet able to just stay in the germination of it all and give it a chance to work for you once you've put in the work.